Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Krista Wiley. I'm a one-star double platinum and two-time IATAN card holder. And today we're going to go over some unique team building ideas. Maybe you guys have gone over them. Maybe you've never heard of them. Maybe I'm going to have some light bulbs go off. Whatever the case may be, obviously, we are going to work on some things. We were just talking about consistency, right? And how consistency really is the key in team building. Working and doing something every single day, no matter what it is, even if it's just a little bit at a time. So I'm going to show you guys some different things. Now, you guys, what I'm going to show you is definitely going to take work. It is not the easy way to team build, right? The easy way to team build is to get on a job board, right? Job boards are not easy to get on. Once you get on them, they can produce a lot of leads, which can produce a lot of signups. Right? But like we always talk about, the faster you grow, the faster you lose. So if you bring on 10 agents in a day, you're like, yeah, and you get really addicted and you're like, this is so awesome. I got 10 agents today. And then the next day you lose 8. And you're like, and you get defeated. But what you forget is you're still +2. Right? Like, yeah, you might have gained 10, lost 8, but you still got 2. Right? So then the next day you gain 5, you lose 3, but now you're +4. Right? The next day you've brought on 5, you've lost 3, but now you're +6, 7. Do you guys see what I'm getting at? Sometimes it's going to take, what is that saying? Kiss a frog, find a prince, right? Charles Lee, our amazing, wonderful 5-star platinum, he's always talking about finding that ace, right? You guys, how many cards are in a deck? All right, 52, right? There are 52 cards in a deck. How many aces are in a deck? How many aces are in a deck? I'm finding all you card players, right? 4, right? It takes 52 agents to find 4 aces. Then we got Drew, who's the Joker, right? There's now along the process, you're going to find maybe some 10s, right? Maybe you find some jacks or some queens or some kings, right? But you have to understand it's a numbers game. And so I kind of want to bring that on because I find that people, they get very defeated, and they'll go to the presentation and they'll say, oh my gosh, like Sukina had 5 readies and I had no readies, right? And people are like, oh my God, Sukina, like, man, you got 5 I'm readies. But then you talk to Sukina and you're like, but how many of them signed up? 1, right? Understand that it's a numbers game, right? So you might have 50 people go to a meeting, or you might have 50 people signed up for a meeting. You might have 10% of that show up to a meeting, and you might have 10% of that say I'm ready. Okay, so please understand that don't get defeated. We all started where you're all started, right? We all started with 0, right? We built up to the level that we're at. We've lost, we've gained, we've lost, we've gained, right? And that's called growth, but it comes out of consistency. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to dive into some gritty things. These are things that are going to take time. And what I mean time is physical time in your day. Now, when I first started team building, and obviously things have changed and morphed and grown and whatnot. When I started team building, you guys, I got my double gold strictly off Facebook. That was it. I didn't have a LinkedIn. Well, no, I had a LinkedIn, but I couldn't post jobs on LinkedIn. For whatever reason, I could not dive into the LinkedIn realm. Okay, so when I say that I got my double gold off of Facebook, that means it's possible, right? I didn't get my gold in a month. A lot of people are seeing people hit gold, but you don't understand what they did to get there, right? It's kind of always like, oh man, Facebook happy. Anybody ever heard Facebook happy? You're like, man, they have the best marriage. Well, yeah, because they're not going to talk about the turmoil, right? So when you do Facebook, it's going to take you guys doing it every single day. We already all know, everybody here already knows how to post post on Facebook? Does everybody know how to do that? You guys have been to the training. You guys have seen, yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. It's getting into groups, sharing it in groups, doing it 5 times in the morning, 5 times at night. I don't really think that I have to go over Facebook. We already know how to do that. Okay. What I'm going to teach you guys is something called resume sourcing. Has anybody ever heard of resume sourcing? No. So resume sourcing is basically finding people's resumes. People put their resumes out on the internet for employers to find them, right? They put their resumes out there. They want people to reach out to them, right? Now we are used to the mindset of placing a job and having people apply to it, right? But sometimes we got to do what you got to do. And we're going to talk about sourcing resumes. Now, the very first place that we're going to do is we're going to go to Craigslist. Okay. So let me go ahead, open up. Yes, Kristen, you can. Indeed is a great place that you can source resumes, but understand it is a 14-day trial for the resume and you can contact 20 people. So the 14-day trial on, the resume sourcing on Indeed, you can, but you're going to get, you only have access to contact 20 people. So, I don't really know how, 20 people is 20 people, but understand you're not going to be able to contact hundreds of people on Indeed. Now, don't anybody ask me, how do I get on Indeed? Because I don't know. I always find that's like the next question people are going to ask me, Krista, how do I get on Indeed? I don't know. You let me know. I have no idea. I'd love to know, but I have no idea. Right? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Craigslist. Now, that doesn't mean that you guys all run out there and try to get on Indeed. Please don't do that. There's a whole lot of things you got to do that. So we're going to go ahead and go to Craigslist. Now you guys can change where your Craigslist is located, right? There's all these different places. You can go US cities, US states, whatnot. You can click on, let's go to Miami. So it's going to pull up Craigslist in Miami. Now, what you can do down here, you guys see where it says resumes? We're going to click on resumes. And then you're going to search resumes. Now you guys are going to have to read through it. Like I said, this takes time. Looking for remote work from home. Hello, I'm seeking to find a work from home remote job. I've experience as an assistant, call center, e-commerce. My degrees in culinary and restaurant management. So the bulk of my career has been in hospitality. Please let me know if you have anything available or know of any opportunities. Okay. Now, they posted this 28 days ago. Who knows if they're still looking or not, but you guys can click on this button that says reply. Then it's going to give you email. Now, what it doesn't do is give us, it doesn't give us their personal email. They do try to protect people's privacy. So what they're going to do is they're going to give us a pseudo email that will email them, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this email. Then I'm going to go to my email. Maybe I'm going to go to my email, compose an email. And I'm going to put Travel by Tilly because that's my email. Anybody here have issues with their emails going to people's spams? You're like, man, I send out emails and my stuff goes to spam. No, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that has that problem. All right. So now I put me in there and then I'm going to go BCC. I'm going to copy and paste. So now it has their Craigslist email in there. I'm going to go back to Craigslist. Possibly, is there a way to avoid that? So that's why I'm saying make sure that you are putting in your email in there. I find that my stuff gets to people a bit better when I make sure to put my own email in there. So there's the very first one, right? Let's see, what else can I find? Direct Sales Pro. I have been a successful owner of direct sales companies for many years. After I sold my business, I became a highly productive consultant to small business owners wanting to do the same. All of my sales officers are back to blah, blah, blah. I'm an expert at teeing up the targeted leads based on criteria needed to make a decision when I end. If you're interested in speaking with me, please send your name, company info, and brief description of the position you are looking to fill. If I think we might be a fit, I will contact you with my resume and set up a call. I look forward to your response. Who knows? What's the worst thing that happens? They're not interested, right? Okay, so I'm going to add that email. Now, obviously, you guys see how I sourced them, right? You see how I sourced the emails. Now, what I'm going to do is, and I think I actually have it saved as a template, Craigslist resume. Good afternoon. I'm reaching out because of your Craigslist ad. I thought you might be interested in getting into the travel industry. We are looking for individuals who would like to work from home as a travel agent, full or part-time. No experience needed. We put all of our agents through a travel training course. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, I would love to invite you to an informational webinar giving all of the details. Please schedule below. Now, if you guys aren't, sure this is good. Now, if you don't have Calendly, then that's when you guys are going to do you're going to do the hand scheduling, and we have those scripts for you. Craigslist, I'm going to change this to resume. And then I'm going to send. So see, it's sent to me, and now it's going to send to all of them. Does seem pretty simple? Seem pretty simple how to source on. Yes, yes. Okay, so maybe you go through a bunch in Miami, then you go through a bunch in, I don't know, Houston, you go through, right? Now it's going to take time. You can put in work from home. You could put in travel agent, you can put in customer service, you can put remote work, whatever you guys want to do to search resumes, you can, right? So just use that search bar, change up your cities, look for small cities, look for big cities, change that up. Now, if you guys are like, man, I don't know what cities to go to, Google cities, right? Google cities to pull up. Tell me why you put them in the BCC, because I don't want them to see that I'm emailing a bunch of different people. So it's a blind carbon copy. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. Instead of sending one email at a time, what I can do is source a bunch of resumes and then send out the email, but it only looks like I sent the email to them. Cool. So that is Craigslist, right? That's different than posting a job or posting a gig, which if you guys don't know how to do either one of those, we have training videos on gigs and jobs. Can I share the script yet? Yes, absolutely. Let me see. Come on. Sorry, the spacing is kind of wonky. You guys, let me know if you guys can copy that. Okay, so you guys all good?
Hey, Krista.
Yep.
Quick question. Where did you get your signature from? I knew you got it from a source. Where?
It is from Signature Wise.
Yeah.
Y-Stamp. Y-Stamp. I think that's what it is.
Y-Stamp. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah, and it's free. I didn't pay anything for that. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So we all understand Craigslist. Cool. Moving on to the next thing. How many of you guys are using LinkedIn? How many of you guys are using LinkedIn? Let chat go. Yes, I am. How many of you guys have been, I don't want to say banned from LinkedIn, or you guys are having issues where maybe you can only post a job every 2 weeks? I tried, but my post never get approved. My LinkedIn got shut down. Casey, just create a new one. Denise did that. Not to throw your business out there, Denise, but that's what she did. She created a new one. Not at all, Tammy. Man, you definitely need to hit up the LinkedIn training, right?
It's
Everyone.
okay, Crystal. I sure did make a new one. I didn't let that stop me.
Yeah, right. One gets shut down, make a new one. If it okay so far, I can post 4 ads every 30. Just have to keep track of it. No, I haven't. So exactly. So I know everybody's restrictions are a little bit different. But definitely you should be posting on LinkedIn. Even if you can only post 1 job every 2 weeks and you get 30 applicants, you guys, a lot of people, they're like, but it's only 30 applicants. Yeah, but it's 30 applicants, right? If you get 30 applicants every 2 weeks, that's 60 applicants in a month. If you're working on getting your business for free, or you're working on hitting silver, right? Then you easily could hit executive or bronze off those 60, but that's just one platform, right? We're never going to solely rely on just one platform. I have one, but haven't used it for building since I last used it. I heard they now have a business page, which I'm not familiar with. Okay, Courtney, I'll show you that too. Better than zero. You got that right, Kristen. The crime party is I've had it since 2011, and they wanted me to get a notarized paper verifying my identity after I sent them a copy. That's weird. I swear, LinkedIn is strange. I don't know. I've had a LinkedIn forever. I ended up creating my husband a LinkedIn. So yeah, there's no standard rules. No, not at all. Kind of all over the place. So yes, if you have a LinkedIn, right, you are going to create a personal LinkedIn. What is okay? Go away. You're going to create a personal one, right? Has your name on it. You're going to create a personal LinkedIn. I'm sorry. Correct, Debbie. Debbie, on the in that box on Craigslist, looking for work from home, looking for remote, you name it, put it in there, right? You're welcome. Now, Debbie, speaking of Miss Debbie has LinkedIn, man, down to a science. I'm not talking about posting jobs, right? But let's start at the beginning. Who's drawing? Tara, you're drawing on my screen.
Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in.
I was like, what is happening? All right, let's see. Hold on. Okay. All right. So you're going to create a personal LinkedIn. I caught myself clicking on the messaging, getting excited on who wanted to send. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a personal. Then you're going to create a company page. Okay, obviously I can't create another company page because I already have one. But when you go to post a job on LinkedIn, you're going to go to the job posting account. Right, I've had one posted for 2 weeks, 26 applicants. But guess what? That's 26 applicants. You can choose to promote it. You can choose not to promote it, whatever you want to do. But that's where you're going to post it, is under the job posting place. Now, what I want you to show you guys is another way for you guys to look for applicants on LinkedIn. So what we're going to do is we're going to show how many of you guys are actively working on your connections on LinkedIn. All right, there's 22 of you in here every single day. Every single day, you guys should be working on your connections. Now, my question is, when you're working on these connections, are you messaging them? Are you messaging them? Two times a day. And yes, me just adding a few, but haven't messaged. I've been on LinkedIn for a while and also friendship connected. Yes. Okay. So I love that Debbie does this. I was like, man, I was talking to her and I was like, man, we need to go back to it was kind of one of my ideas. I was like, you know what? We really do need to go back to the basics, because if Debbie can get to where she is at today, going back to the very basics of LinkedIn, then anybody can. And this again is something that I was doing a long time ago. And even I kind of fell off from doing it. So you guys can build connections. Now, how many of you guys get on LinkedIn and people want connections with you and you get a message that pops up all the time, right? I mean, it happened to me just now when I opened my LinkedIn, messages started popping up, right? If you go to my network, people here, they'll send me, when I go to accept their stuff, there'll be messages that pop up. So why not message those people? So we're going to work on some connections, right? So we're going to work from home. Nope, looking. Then we're going to click on people. Then we're going to click on United States. And then I'm going to go to, how many of you guys keep your scripts on your computer? Anybody keep their scripts on their computer? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it's all about staying organized. I do too. I do have them on my phone too, but when I'm working on my computer, they're, not on my phone. So I got to have them on my computer. So I use the OneNote notebook and I have team building scripts on here. So this is the shortened version, right? Hello, we are looking for individuals who would like to work remote from home in the travel industry. No experience is needed. If interested, please schedule an informational meeting with our hiring team at, we look forward to hearing from you, Krista. That is as easy as it gets. I will put this in the chat for you. And then we're going to go here. So Haley Cox looking for work. No, follow. So we're going to look at connects, right? LVN looking for remote work. As I just had my third child and need help to help support my growing family. So we're going to click connect. We're going to add a note, paste. The spacing is all jacked up, so we're going to fix that. And send. And that looking for a great opportunity to grow and work with great people. I mean, we're great people. And this is what I do. Currently looking for a work from home job. Sit here and do your looking for work from home job. How many people can do that? Right? Yes, I can. Yep, that's awesome. I'm currently looking for work. Awesome. Here you go. Looking for remote work. There we go. right? On and on and on, pages and pages, looking for work from home, looking for work. Now, you can only send out so many a week, but again, right? You do some here, you do some over there, unable to connect with this person for whatever reason. Nope, still can't. Moving on to the next person. How many a week? Did I miss that? I don't want to get blacklisted again. I don't know. You know, when it comes to connections, they'll always send you like the little message, oh, you're getting close to your connections or whatever. And then I just I'm like, all right, also I won't do anymore. Right. And then after I get done doing this one, then I will head on over to my other LinkedIn and do it from that LinkedIn. Now, obviously, guys, you guys can't create 5 different LinkedIns for yourself. That's going to be kind of whatever, gets kind of crazy like that. So I probably wouldn't do that. But I mean, if you have one, your significant other has one or whatnot, you know, and try doing it. So that is LinkedIn doing that. Do you have the premium version of LinkedIn? Nope, I do free. I try to do as many things as free. I could try premium for free, but I haven't yet. The other thing is on LinkedIn. Come on. Looking for work. This is on my personal account, Sheila. Now up here, I exited out and then went back in, but looking for work. There are groups on LinkedIn as well that you guys can join groups just like you can on Facebook and post things about that. Looking for jobs, hiring, freelancing, part-time work opportunity. Right? So you guys can join groups, posting groups on LinkedIn as well. Now, another thing that you guys can do, and this is going to kind of mix in travel with team building, is, and I know you guys are going to ask me how to do it, and Lily walked me through it at one point. So, and I don't even know how I did it. I tried to walk somebody else through it. But you guys, if you have a business page, you have to have a business page. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't, you have to be careful. You have to be mindful of the different rules and whatnot, right? Now, this is my business page, right? We're now on my business page. You guys can create a newsletter. Have any of you guys created a newsletter on LinkedIn? So if you have a business account, obviously you start with your personal, you add a business page, just like on Facebook, right? You get a Facebook page and then you build a business to it, right? So you have your personal page, then you create that business page. Then you guys can create a newsletter. No, I have one, Branch Up. I have one. Okay. Yeah, I don't do anything with Branch Up, not anymore. So there is a section for newsletter. This is my newsletter, Travel by Tilly, news and reviews. You guys, I literally have posted 10 newsletters, right? They're all travel inspired. I got my followers, my subscribers up. I now have over 2,000 subscribers to my newsletter. I've posted 10 articles. That's it, right? I get all kinds of things. People like it, comment it. I've had people share them. And this isn't content that I wrote. This is content that I got from our suppliers. Now, why am I talking about this on team building? Where did I go to create the newsletter? On your business page, there's a spot that says newsletter and there's a little plus mark, and that's where you'd create the newsletter. Okay, so here I have my newsletter. Now, one of the really cool things about the newsletter with LinkedIn is that every time I create an article, it gets emailed to their email. So if I post something, they don't have to go look for it or find it on LinkedIn. It goes directly to their email. So I've been working on my newsletter for some time. My business page has almost 7,500 followers. My newsletter has almost 2,200 subscribers. Now my goal was, and I've been away for a little while, so I hadn't looked lately, but my goal was I'm going to hit 2,000 subscribers, and then I'm going to put something about becoming a travel agent. Now I might lose some subscribers, or I might gain some subscribers, right? Understand that when we're talking about team building, understand that a lot of people want to see that you know what you're talking about, right? You're a travel agent. We are travel agents first and foremost. The reason that we're team building is for twofold, right? Eliminate, well, threefold maybe. Eliminate our monthly, make a residual income, but three, to help other people in the travel industry, right? So you need to create that foundation as a travel agent, right? Now that I have built this, now I can tell people why they should be doing it too, right? I might just write an article on my newsletter about how I traveled as a travel agent and how I flew first class for $68, right? Suddenly people's ears are going to perk up. Wait, travel, I travel. She's a travel agent and she went first class for $68. Like, I need to either follow her, I either need to have her, I need to look into this. With your newsletter, does it automatically email your subscribers, or did you edit that? Nope, it automatically sends it out. When they subscribe to your newsletter, it automatically goes to their email. Cool, so that you guys all have homework assignment number, I don't know. Anybody that's ever been to my trainings, you guys know you leave homework assignments. You don't turn them in anywhere, but we all leave with homework assignments. Cool, so you guys all understand the newsletter. We're gonna fill this up with travel stuff. Gonna throw some nuggets about team building stuff. Cool. All right, so you guys are all gonna work on that newsletter. And you guys, I have no idea how I got to this. I have no idea. I have no idea how I did that. I just put articles in here, and not even a lot. Not even a ton of articles. But people are subscribing, and when people are subscribing, what does that tell you? That means that they're waiting for you. They're waiting to hear more. And with ChatGPT, yep, absolutely, right? If you guys took the class earlier, you learned about ChatGPT, you guys can take that and they can write the blogs and the articles for you. Wait, go scroll up or scroll down? What are you looking for, Drew? Scrolling, I'm scrolling. What am I scrolling for? I stopped. Are you looking at the Galapagos? Oh, the Jennifer Lopez sailing on Virgin. You're so funny. All right, so there you go. Create a newsletter, right? So that's another thing that you guys can do with LinkedIn that isn't posting a job. Just because you can't post more than 2 jobs a month doesn't mean that you stop building. Doesn't mean you stop growing. All right, cool. So we're all good with LinkedIn. Moving on to the next thing. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is post job free. Anybody heard of post job free? So post job free, just like the name, you can post a job for free. Now, I don't know how well the job postings work. You can post certain amount of jobs, and then you can like pay a certain amount to post more jobs. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But again, it's another place for you guys to search resumes. Same exact thing. Looking for remote jobs, remote work. There you go. Whole other list of people looking for remote work. I'm looking for a career that will allow me to combine my interpersonal skills with technical skills to work, whatever, office assistant, word processor, service representative, customer. Customer service. Service representative, hotel housekeeper, customer service, not behavioral. I mean, you could offer them, right? Because all you guys are doing is really offering them an opportunity, right? So you scroll through here, you take a look at a few things. Data entry service representative. Cool, you guys all know, and then you guys just use that same exact script. Now, obviously, I would probably change the script so it doesn't say Craigslist ads or your Craigslist resume. You know, you could just say, found your resume. You know, so that's something that you guys can do as well. Any questions when it comes to sourcing resumes? Any questions on that? Question on the site we were on. Are you talking about post job free? Post job free?
Yes. I have a question. So I'm on it now, but it looks like it's just like people posted jobs. So how do we get in contact with people on this? At least on my.
So you can post jobs on there and then people apply to them.
Got it. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, I was missing something. All right.
No, you're fine. So there's two different things. One, you can post jobs on there, and two, you can post jobs on there, and then you can also source resumes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Now, my next question is, how many of you guys search for job, places that you can post jobs? We call this the era of discovery, right? This is the era of discovery. Okay. We don't know what we don't know until we go search and we go look and we go find. So we have to so this is the era of discovery, right? Go search, go find, go look and see if there's places that you can I help you? Okay, say hello and then say hi. Okay, now go in the other room. Oh, pick those up. So, search, find places, right? The places that we have found to post or things that we've learned to do, it's purely from discovery, right? Go look and see if there's places that you can post jobs. See if there's places that you can, ATSs or job aggregators or things like that. Now, one of the things that I will tell you is that I wouldn't just start posting and clicking and finding and whatever. I would, maybe talk to your gold, talk to your platinum, let them kind of help you so that way you don't lose any shot that you might have at any other places. So anyway, so that's kind of the nutshell. That's sourcing resumes, sourcing that, finding those other ways to also get those applicants or those prospects.